Welcome again to the old principle. 我就是老校长. And today's lesson will build on a couple of the last lessons. This will be lesson number 26. 还没有准备好烧，这个是烧木柴, right? So, having said that, let's let Mrs. Ash tell the story, read it, and then we'll be back and look at it in more detail.
Number 26. Not yet ready to burn. The reason most Americans don't like to burn wood is because they don't like to go out to gather it. It takes a lot of work. In fact, it usually took us all day to travel to the mountains, find the trees, chop them up into pieces, load them into the truck, and travel back home. Even back at home, we still had to stack the wood in open rows so that the summer heat could dry out the wood. But the work wasn't done yet. All the larger chunks of wood needed to be split into pieces, small enough to feed the wood stove. It was back-breaking work to swing an axe hour after hour. The last task of the summer is stacking the firewood close to the house and covering it up with plastic to keep it dry. Often we made our trips to the mountain a family affair. Everyone went. We carried a picnic lunch, and despite the hard work involved, we tried to make it as fun as possible. One time, Connie and I even went up and stayed overnight. We did this because the area in which we were looking for wood was so remote that we went up the night before. We slept on the back of the pickup truck. The hardness of the truck kept us awake. Furthermore, we were worried about bears or a mountain lion attacking us. The following morning we found some very good wood and filled our truck to overflowing. Apparently, I had overloaded the truck because on the way home one of the tires blew. Oh no! The mountains were cool, but down on the plains it happened to be that summer's hottest day. When we got home that afternoon, we felt that we had really paid a fair price for our free firewood. I'm not sure how much money we saved, but we surely enjoyed the process of getting it.
Welcome back. Are you ready? The reason most Americans don't like to burn wood is because they don't like to go out and gather it. You know, it takes work. But remember, we were explaining here before that the reason people burn wood, 烧木柴, is because it saves money. Well, I guess you could say it saves money. At least 电费会减少很多. So, the reason most Americans don't like to burn wood is because they don't like to go out and gather it. 很不容易或不喜欢去收集. You have to look for it. Going on, it takes a lot of work. 也肯定是费不少的功夫. Okay, 很多功夫. So, 事实上, it usually took us all day to travel to the mountains, to find the trees, to chop them up into pieces, and to load them into the truck, and travel back home. It usually took all day, 用了一整天, to travel to the mountains. So we are going up to the high mountains, the inner mountains, 在深山里. We've got to find the trees. We have to chop them up, 锯成, okay, 一块一段一段的, okay? Then we had to load them onto the truck, 要堆在这个小货车上。And then we had to travel all the way back down the hill and to town. And then, of course, you have to unload the truck when you get back home. 还是把这个货卸下来。So it's quite a process. 这个过程也是相当 well, you say 复杂. There is a process, okay, going on. Even back home, we still had to stack the wood. So we didn't just take it off the truck. We had to stack them, 要堆起来. Stack the wood in open rows. What is an open row? Of course, a row is 一排. Okay, that's a row. But open rows. Open row simply means that it's not close to anything else. So open rows 要敞开，这个堆起来。Why? So that the summer heat could dry out the wood. Because sometimes, even though these were dead trees, some of the wood was still wet, 还是湿湿的. So we had to put them in open rows so that the summer heat and the air could suck the water, 把这个水分吸出来. So this is the reason why. So it takes some time, right? Going on. But the work wasn't done yet. Okay. All of the larger chunks, a chunk is 一块. So it's, and it usually gives the idea of bigness. All of the larger chunks of wood, 大块这个木材 had to be split into pieces small enough to feed the wood stove. Do you understand? Usually when we came down the mountains, they were big pieces, okay? We just 锯成一段, and we didn't split them or anything. We just, these big pieces. Then when we took it down, we had to split them, and so 要劈开, to split into pieces. Why do you need to split? Because the door on the stove is small, and the stove is not too deep. 这个它的深度也不多. So you have to cut the pieces in small pieces so that you can put them inside there. Now it says here to feed the wood stove. Of course, when we said to feed, in this case, it simply means to put the wood in the wood stove. That's all it means, to feed the wood stove. Obviously, the stove is not alive, but it just means to keep. Well, sometimes we even say, well, I must feed the stove in the middle of the night. 半夜我必须把新的木材放在这个炉子里面. So what does that mean? To feed, to put the wood inside. Going on. It was backbreaking work to swing the axe hour after hour. Okay, back-breaking. Okay, you know what the back is, 你的背. Breaking is 断. But the term back-breaking simply means 很辛苦的工作 back breaking. Okay, obviously it didn't break your back. Sometimes we say at breakneck, 你的脖颈 breakneck speed, very fast. See, we use this back breaking. We say breakneck speed. We use this as a term as very fast, very difficult. Okay, it was back-breaking work, 很辛苦的工作 to swing the axe. Okay, to swing 挥或拿这个斧头 hour after hour, boom, boom, boom. Well, I can tell you, probably one reason why some people don't like to do it is because they're older. This is for young people to do. I am not sure, well, I am sure that I would not want to do it now because I'm much older, okay? The last task of summer. 最后要做的事情是什么？ Stacking the firewood close to the house. 要堆在靠近我们的家，堆在某一个地方。And covering it with plastic, 塑料布，这个盖起来。Why do you do that? Of course, plastic covering, 塑料布，盖起来 covering. Why? To keep it dry. Okay? So we stack the firewood close to the house, and then we put this plastic covering, piece of plastic over it to keep the water off, to keep it dry. Then we can go out during the winter when it's wet and cold and all these things. We go out and pick up the plastic and get the dried wood. Going on. Often we made trips to the mountain family affair. Okay? We made the trips to the mountain family affair. Well, you know, when you live on the plains, 你住在平地的时候, going to the mountains is lots of fun. And the children, my two sons, 我两个儿子, they really enjoyed going up into the mountains. Away from the city, it was quiet up there. The air was fresher, 新鲜的空气. And they liked to be free. So when we made our trips to the mountain, okay, when we went up to the mountain, we made it a family affair. That is, 以家庭为主要的活动. So our whole family went. Mother went, father went, 2 children went, and it was lots and lots of fun, okay? Because we were able, well, the next one here, everyone went. We carried a picnic lunch. Picnic lunch? Okay, picnic is 野餐. So we took our 野餐, our picnic lunch with us. Well, you could say 便当, yeah, but we always had more than just 便当. It was good food. And I tell you a secret, that the food tastes better out there. Oh, it was wonderful tasting food. Okay? And despite the hard work, 尽管呢这个工作是好辛苦 despite the fact that the hard work was involved, 就是包括很多 we had to work very hard. We tried to make it as fun as possible. Of course, 父母亲的责任 make it fun. 使小孩子感到真的好玩. And they had to work too. Mind you, it wasn't mom and dad working. It was all 4 of us were working. Now, one time, Connie and I even went up and stayed overnight. I don't know where the children were. Don't remember. Okay? But Connie and I went up the night before, 前一个晚上. We went up to the cool mountains. It was hot down on the plains. 平地很热. Okay? So Connie and I even went up and stayed overnight. 过一个晚上. To stay overnight is 过一个晚上. And we did this up on the mountain. Going on. We did this because the area in which we were looking for wood was so remote that we went up the night before. Okay, why did we go up there? Because where we were looking for wood, the area, 这个地区，去找木材的这个地区, which we were looking for wood, this is the area where we were looking for wood, was so remote. Remote means it was so 偏僻 or so 远 distant. So we went up the night before. 就是为了省一点时间, we went up the night before. It was good to go up the night before. We were alone. The children weren't with us. The children were with somebody else. And so we went up the night before. Going on. We slept on the back of the pickup truck. Several things here. First of all, we slept on the back of the pickup truck. What is a pickup truck? Of course, you know what a truck is. 卡车. A pickup truck is a 小货车. Okay, now, it's interesting that the Chinese actually have a word for it. It's called 皮卡, or pickup truck. So, I don't know, but you just say 小货车, pickup truck, pick up truck. We put 2 words together, 小货车. Okay, we slept on the back. Of course, it was empty. It was empty. Going on. The hardness of the truck kept us awake. Okay, the back of the truck was very hard. It was so hard. 硬的没办法入睡. It kept us from sleeping. It kept us awake. In other words, we couldn't go to sleep. Awake meaning wide awake. That means not sleeping. Okay. Furthermore, 而且 we were worried about the bears or a mountain lion attacking us. What? We were worried, 担心有大熊啊 or 善狮子袭击我们. Maybe that's not too much of a problem, but remember, this is open, so that the bears and the mountain lion could get to us. We're not inside of anything. So we were worried about the xiong and the mountain lion attacking us, 攻击,袭击我们. That's what we were. So we were worried. It was hard, and we were worried. Okay, going on. The following morning, we found some very good wood. In fact, it was the best wood I ever found. It was called tamarack, very good wood. And we filled our truck to overflowing. Okay, what is it to fill with overflowing? This is a term we use in English. Okay, so 我们呢堆满不能载满. Okay, so it has so much. Well, actually, the term means that you put something inside until there's so much that it actually comes out. It's usually used for water or 那个液体的, but you can use it here too. Filled to overflowing, it means that the whole truck 是堆得满满的. Going on. Apparently, I had overloaded the truck. 或许, okay, 好像 I had overloaded the truck. 我放的太多, 超载. Okay, overloaded it means to load. Load means to take things and put it on the truck. Overload means 超 put too much on it. Okay, because on the way back home, one of the tires blew. 回家的时候，有一个轮胎爆了，爆胎 to have a blown tire. Okay, it blew. One of the tires blew. Okay, going on. The mountains were cool, but down on the plains, it happened to be that summer's hottest day. Can you believe that? 不幸, actually, unfortunately, 那时候那个暑假最热的，这个夏天最热的就是那天 on the plains, okay, on the plains, 平地. And it was the hottest day. Now remember, the truck is full of what? Full of wood. So it's very, very heavy. Going on. When we got home, in fact, I can tell you that it was not easy to lift the truck up and to change the tire. That was not easy at all. 我的装备，我的工具是有缺的. But I had just enough. And 稍微动脑筋, and it worked okay. It worked okay. When we got home that afternoon, okay, we felt that we had really paid a fair price for our free firewood. Now remember, this is free firewood. Okay, 这个木材是算是免费的. Of course, I had to buy a permit. 必须买一个许可证. But anyway, so this is free. But our price, 我们的付出, okay, 是相当公平的付出. Okay, sure, we worked all day. In fact, we went up the night before. So we paid a fair amount, but it was fun. You know, it's fun to have these experiences. Oh, of course, sometimes when you have experiences like this, you, at the time, 当时, you feel upset, 有紧张, and frustrated, and very tired. But then, after a long while, now that I am the 老校长, I'm the old principal, you look back and you say, that was interesting, 很有趣的. That was a great experience to remember. We paid a fair price for our free firewood. Going on. I'm not sure how much money we saved, but we sure enjoyed the process of getting it. 不晓得我们呢省了多少钱呢？ My guess is that we really didn't save much money. But we surely enjoyed the process. 真正的享受这个过程. It was a fun thing to do, and even though I'm old and probably wouldn't want to try doing it again, I'd be happy to go with my children, with my sons, because they're young and strong. But still, I look back with very pleasant memories. I remember these good times in the past. And I'm sure that you can look back in your life some very good times. Why not write an email to me? See, we do have an email address, and I'd be happy to answer your emails. 老校长 at theoldprincipal@gmail.com, and our website 我们的网站是 www.theoldprincipal.org. Hey, I've had a great time with you, and I hope that you will join me with a friend next time. Until then, bye-bye.